Hi YouTube fam, it's Daughter of the Most High. I have not been making the videos that I said I was going to make on the In Him study, and it's because there's something that has happened in my family that has required some of my time and attention as well as my siblings. And so my mom and Lee live in assisted living, and they've been very independent for 7 years, very independent, and in most ways, if not every way. So all of a sudden, my mom began to change. Something changed in my mom, and it was right around the time of her birthday, which was about a month ago. And she said, I don't feel right. I don't know what's wrong. And then it became apparent that she was no longer able to do her medications, set them up in the little Sunday through Saturday little setup for her and for Lee. She had lost the ability, but she was thinking she could still do it, but wasn't able to do it. And so some of her meds got messed up. Well, she ended up going into the hospital so that they could straighten out her meds and make sure she's okay and check to see if she did in fact have a stroke or something was going wrong in there. Well, it wasn't. So, but my mom was in the hospital for about 5 days. It was a really rough time for her. And while she was in the hospital, I went to check on Lee because Lee has no memory left. So he doesn't know where my mom goes, so he looks for her. He doesn't understand why she's not there, and that whole thing. So the next day, I had gotten Lee ready for bed, put him in bed, and the next morning, my sister got a phone call from the staff at Landmark that they found him in the shower. He had fallen. He didn't break anything, but I don't know. We don't know. They don't know how long he laid there in the shower. He did bang up his elbow. He did tear some skin there. So he had one of those big cushy bandages on there and some bruising. But he's 94, fell and didn't break anything. So he's a tough old dog. He is. But I feel really bad that he laid in the water, probably yelling. I don't even know. But, and then of course he has no memory of it. But they did find him at some point. Anyway, so we've had a lot going on. So the other thing, so then Lee went in the hospital to get checked out. And so he and my mom are in the same hospital. And so they had care in the hospital. They were doing tests and then they returned back home. So I started going over there in the evening to help them get ready. I wanted my mom to settle down. My mom is an anxious person, always has been. She has OCD. She gets very afraid and upset, and it's very hard for her to calm down. So I sat with her for a little while, got her ready for bed, got Lee ready for bed, did the evening, cares and that sort of thing. And then I came the next night and the next night and the next night. Well, my sister had set up additional services when they returned home. They were different, especially my mom, and needing more care and more assistance and just being checked on. And so I told, I texted my sister after I left. No, I said, no one came up. And then it was the next night, no one came up again. No one came up again. Well, the fourth night, somebody came up. And so my sister had called the staff and said, what is going on? My sister's up there. She's doing these evening cares for my mom and Lee. And the staff said, this supervisor said, they're signing off on doing the evening cares for your mom and Lee. And I said, she said, my sister's been up there. My sister is doing these cares. So the staff came up only on night 4 and night 6 because I've been there every night for 10 nights. So I was thinking and hoping they could take over. So again, somebody shows up on night 4, then not night 5, then night 6 somebody comes in, but she's not a regular evening person. She was covering for somebody. I thought this is never going to end. So we canceled the evening services, and I got a hair tickling me. And so I've been doing it every night. I go there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I sit with them. We have a snack, get them ready, shower, I throw on laundry, all that kind of stuff in the evening. So that's what I've been busy with. Plus, I'm still working, and so it's been a little bit or a lot of running. We get my mom and Lee some like groceries and snacks and like Boost and meal supplements and things like that. So we've been doing that stuff. So it's been so busy. So we are moving them because the staff signed off on the cares. And even though Mom and Lee had just gotten out of the hospital and they just signed off on the care, did not check on them, make sure they were okay or anything, help them with anything, we're moving them. So the move is about a week and a half out. And they're going to be closer, thankfully. That's going to really help with visits. I won't continue doing the night cares. I told my mom that tonight, and my mom has, she's just different now. She did have testing. She didn't have a stroke or anything, but she's so forgetful. So I told her tonight, I said, Mom, once you're in the new place, I'll help you settle in, but I can't do the night cares indefinitely. And so she said, that's okay. She knows I've been doing a lot, and my sister's been doing a lot more earlier in the day of my sister. And then my brother helps out a little bit too. So we've been challenged, and I'm a bit disgusted with that place, and so I'm hoping that we have a better experience at the new place. So I'm going to let my channel just sit for a little bit while we get through this next little chapter, and then I want to finish the In Him study because it is so important to know who we are and what we have in Christ. It's so important. So I just want to share that with you, fam. Hope you're doing well. I'm hanging in there. But it has been busy, if I can just say. So, but hey, we all go through things, don't we? So I'm just glad they're safe, they're well. Lee didn't get hurt too bad in the shower. I'm sure it was rough laying there. God only knows how long he lay there. And I'm sure the water went cold too. It was not good. But they've been good since, so I'm thankful for that. Counting my blessings and theirs. So anyway, fam, I will see you soon. Take care.